Hey Kyle, right, funnel scripts. There's a lot I'm going to try and get through here, so please bear with me. I'm going to belt feed this to you as quick as I can because there's a lot of information and I won't show you everything. It's just the bare bones so you get an idea of what's happening. Now, let me just get it onto the screen here so you can actually see it now. So if there's anything that you want to go back through or you're not sure of something, then ask me questions and I will answer as best I can. So funnel scripts itself then, you've probably understood the concept of it. It's basically you fill in the blanks. It gives you your information out the other side. So if we look down the left hand side here, and I'm just going to slowly scroll down, you can see there are a lot of different scripts here. Obviously you won't use them all. Some won't be relevant, some will be more relevant than others. But you can see there are quite a few. Now, don't be overwhelmed by it because all of these you won't use at the one time. For example, sales letter scripts, you'll only use them when you're putting together a sales letter and then you won't touch them again for a while. You get the point though, there are a lot. So rather than me going through this, I'll just show you some of the features and benefits that you get with funnel scripts itself. So this is the main dashboard of funnel scripts. You can see it's got a quick start. If you watch that, it gives you information on what funnel scripts are all about, kind of what I'm doing, but from Jim Edwards' point of view, and Jim Edwards is the guy that put this together, show the blueprints of all the different funnels you can use. Then there's training on numerous different parts, and then there's tips and hints there. There's also some downloadable wizards. You can download these onto your computer and then use them offline, which is really good. A lot of other scripts as well, and this is what we're going to get through now. So I'm going to just start with them now. So first one, copywriting secret masterclass. Now I would recommend that you do this before you do anything else. And you mentioned that your wife, she's a bit of a grammar Nazi and she wants to make sure everything looks right, reads right, all the rest of it. If she listens to this MP3, and I think it's about 2 hours long, there's a lot in there. There's also some videos. More importantly, what you can actually do is download the slide decks so you can look at things slow time afterwards. There's also a few cheat sheets. If she looks at this, it will give her a better understanding of what to expect from copywriting and how it's written and why it's written. And Jim Edwards goes through this in great detail. Really worthwhile, and that alone is worth funnel scripts. Downloadable wizards, already mentioned. Just click them, download them. You can use them when you want. Just waiting this catching up now. Right, so here we're going to get into the meat of it now. So the first thing I'm going to look at is a case study script. So if your wife, and I'm going down the route of financial advice here, so as in financial planning for your wife's niche rather than the legal, just because that's the one I chose. So with all of these scripts, what they will have is they will have an example that you can click on and it will autofill this. What I've done is I went through and I've looked at things for you. So you type in what you need here. So I think, what's that, 6 or 7 boxes. You then click build. And this is real time, that's how long it takes. Then when you look down here, there you go. You have got your script all fully printed out. So if you wanted to copy one of these, you click the orange box, copy. You've now copied that. You go to wherever you want to paste this, paste, done. For each of these projects, you can save it, save as. You can also load them. So if you're looking at it now, you get tired, you go to bed and you want to come and work on it again in the morning, you can click load. You can also go to get results, and this is a really powerful bit. You can then download it as a Word or a text document. So I will do this for you now just to show you. And what this does is everything that you can see on the page, it then downloads it for you so you can then save this. So even if you haven't got access to the internet, it is there. You can also email this. So if you happen to be, say, working away and you want to show your wife something, you just email it to her. All done. So if I close that down. So that's all good. You've done that bit. So if I now open this up, well, we're going to the next thing. And with all of these, if something doesn't quite read right, because it is a script at the end of the day, it might not quite be how you want it. You just go up and you change it. So if I wanted to change that, say, to phone call, build, done. So there you go. It's changed that now to phone call rather than consultation. So that's how easy that is. So that's one of them. That's the case study script. So if you want to do a case study to prove that your product works. If you're doing a free report, again, I've done this for you. I've filled it out. You just fill in whatever you've got there. And you can see there's quite a few boxes in this one. But this, the reason why, and again, click build. Now I've already done this again, so don't worry about it too much. So there's your covering letter. There's the sponsor box, the free report conclusion page. So all this is all done for you. And all you have to do is click to copy, or you can save it to a Word document or a text document, and there it's all there. So this has all been done. To fill in those boxes up above would probably take you 3-4 minutes. And there's the output that you've got there. Now these are all done. And again, if you read some of them, they might not read exactly correctly, grammatically, and make sense. But all you do is you go in and tweak it. You can either do it through the script or just save it to a Word document and then go into the Word document and change it. That's what I tend to do. I put in the bare bones here. It gives me a framework, and then I just manipulate it when I want. Next one then. So this is decision tree script. This is just, again, another script. With all of these, it will give you a video that explains it. They're normally fairly short, the videos. So here's all the things that this will allow you to do. So again, you come down here, click build, and it gives you numerous different versions. And then all you do is click copy. If anything is blue, you click it, and it will actually change what's in there, as you can see. So you can change it again. So that's decision tree. Oh, downloadable wizards. Don't know why that's in there again. Oops, let's try again. So one-time offer. If you need help coaching done for you, service script. Now this is my one that I've actually got on my website. So it's earthquake survival checklists and planners. The only reason I didn't do yours in here is because getting short of time now. You see there's quite a few boxes to fill in here, but this does your whole offer. If I click build, this is real time, this is working, and there's what it's giving you. So there you go. That's all those scripts done for you, and you can just cut paste as you want, as you need. And it tells you, so for here, you choose one of them, you don't use two options, so it actually gives you everything you need instructions wise. Long form sales letter. So you now have your offer, you've constructed it, you know what you want to do. Now you're actually going to construct your long form sales letter. So that is these long form sales letter. If you don't know what that is, these web pages where you scroll, there's loads of information, and at the bottom it gives you a price. So there you go, there's what it's done for me. And again, this is just one that I made up for investment. So you can see what it's got here. It's all done for you, and it gives all your information in here based on what you put in there. And all you do is click copy and then paste that into your funnel or whatever it is that you're putting it. Not everyone likes the long form, so there's a short form version, which is a lot smaller. There you go. And again, you just click copy and then paste. So the power of where this really comes in, so the funnel scripts recipes. So this is a recipe for a product launch. Now what they mean by a recipe, Russell Brunson, if you've got the Funnel Hackers Cookbook, he explains that making a funnel is kind of like producing a recipe. You've got all these different things. If you're making a cake, you need eggs, flour, sugar, vanilla essence, all these things you put in. Each of them individually doesn't amount to much, but when you combine it, you do a few things with it, like mix it, you cook it for a certain temperature, certain time, then gives you a cake. Well, this is what he's on about for here. There's all these different ingredients that you put in here to produce your recipe for a product launch. So what this asks for initially is a few small parameters. And again, this is one that I did for myself. So Earthquake Secrets, you click build. And what this does, it then allows you going through here. So you can do the full training. So it's a training package it will walk you through. And then what it will do is it will help you produce all the content you need for a product launch. So all these things that are up here, it will have them in order, all of these, all the ingredients, for you to produce a product launch from start to finish. So it's got a video, how to produce a video, so opportunity switch, headline, title script. Then you go on to the bullet script, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. You follow this through in order, your product launch will be good to go from start to finish. And this is where the power of it comes in. It tells you everything that you need to do. And again, video 4, the offer, so how you would do this. You get the point. I'm not going to labour that one. So once you've produced your product, you've then got an email sequence that you want to send out to people that are on your email list. So this one is so that you don't run out of emails. So you type in 2 parameters here, and it gives you ideas for emails. And then you click build. Again, this is real time. There you go. Great passive investment tips for financial advisors. There's an idea for content. There's another one, 3 insider passive investment tips for every financial advisor needs to know. Blah, 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 blah. You get the point. There's all different variations of it. And you can see to type in the information on 2 boxes there would probably take you somewhere in the region of about 20 seconds. And there's all the content that's done for you. Obviously, you have to produce that content, but it saves you if you've got writer's block. And what's this one? Sorry, Story Ideas Wizard. So this if you're trying to produce stories for your part of your content. So if you click build again, it gives you all these things. So there's the variables that you've entered. And what it does is, here's the formula they use. So an idea prompt plus a moral of the story plus the meaning for that person that's listening to your story. And then the next step they need to take. So there you go. It gives you, so here's the moral of the story. Here's the meaning or the takeaway for someone. And there's the next step that they need to take. So the thing I really want to take away from this is investments do not have to be complicated. So what this means to you in your business is we all need to show the secrets the experts know, but hate for you to know. So that doesn't quite read right, but it gives you the framework that you can then go in and change a word or two and it makes sense. And again, I'm not going to labour this, but it's got numerous different ideas that you can use for stories, for this likable character, for your emails, and for your videos that you're doing to nurture your email list or your clients. So once you've done all this, you've nurtured them, you've sold the product, you have a project together, you now want to sell your product. So there's two ways you can do this generally. Facebook seems to be the way that most people are doing it at the minute, and you can do pay-per-click ads on Google. So if you go up here, you type in 5 or 6 different parameters, you click build, and what this does, if you look at a Facebook ad, there are 3 main points on it. You have a headline, which is 90 characters long, the post itself, which is 90 characters, and then a description is 80 characters. So what Jim Edwards has done here, you've got cold, warm and hot traffic. Cold traffic, they don't know about the problem, they don't know about the solution. The warm traffic is they know about the problem, but they don't know about the solution. And hot traffic is they know about the problem and they know about you as being the solution. So what this does is it will give you the headline, the post text and the description for hot traffic. And you can see here, there are a lot of them for your Facebook ads. There's the post text that you put for hot traffic. And finally, the description you would put for your hot traffic. And this is all based on the parameters that you put in there. Not only does it do it for hot, it does it for warm traffic. And if I scroll down a little bit further, you will see that you do it for, once we get there, cold traffic. So depending where people are on your value ladder, if they're absolutely new to everything you're doing, you can do the cold. If it's someone that's on your email list, or you're targeting someone that's bought something from you before, then you can do it on the hot list. Pay-per-click ads. So this is when you use Google. Again, you've got the video to describe it. You type in what you need to hear. So I've just used stock investment. I don't know if your wife does stock investment or not. Again, there's probably 10 parameters here. You click build. And look at that. There's your Google ads all done. And all you do, whichever one you want, you click copy. There you go. You go to Google AdWords. You paste it in. I mean, I don't know what you've got there. What's maybe 50 Google ads that you've got ready to go. So it's all good. And I think that's pretty much it. I could go through all of these and explain every single one of them, but it would take forever. If you haven't already, I would highly recommend you buy .com Secrets and Expert Secrets books by Russell Brunson. They're absolute gold dust, and I probably read them every other day. I'm looking for a specific part in the books. They're wonderful books. They're really good. And if you look up here, there's a corresponding section here for Expert Secret Scripts, .com Secret Scripts. So as you're going through the book, it will tell you things that relate to what you're reading at the minute. And if you finally do end up doing the One Funnel Away, if I can just find it, the One Funnel Away Challenge, which again I would highly, highly recommend. I did it, having already had a funnel, and I learned a lot of information. It's got all the office scripts here as well, so they're all there. So hopefully you get something from that. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Hopefully I've actually convinced you to buy this, because I've got to say it is an absolute, complete and utter game changer for my wife and I. And we use it probably every single day, pretty much. For everything that I do, I use funnel scripts because it's just so powerful. So hopefully you like that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Got any questions, anything you're not sure of, you've got my Facebook Messenger. Just drop me a message and I'll do what I can for you. Enjoy. Bye.